ladies and gentlemen. How is it going? Angle this down. I'd like to first point out how ridiculous the thing I just did was. Because it's just me in this house. That's it. How did the computer start? I started it, motherfucker. And then I walked over there and then walked over here. Because this is a very important time. Very important event. Because this is the state of the garbage #1. And I know what you may be asking. What is that? And goddamn it, I have the same question. Because there's no plan. In fact, I should stop putting on my host voice and start putting on my Alex voice, which is the same, just ever so slightly more quiet. Yeah, long story short, I have been trying to do this for half an hour, and I tried to do it on my personal computer, or my PC as they call it, and I am fucking the stupidest person. I should call my mom for fucking tech support, because I could not figure out how to make a webcam in OBS, not shoot 4x3. We have 3 webcams. I plugged them all in. They're all 4x3. I am a fucking troglodyte, and I couldn't figure fucking anything out. I was like, Brooklyn, I will be done at 10 p.m. It is now 10:30, and I have just started. So that is how the night is going. But I want to let you guys know what's going on, because this is Patreon. Therefore, you guys are my financiers. There's got to be a better way to say that. Sponsors. You're really just very unsound investors. Because while investors invest money in something they believe in and get money out of it one day, you are going to get B-tier entertainment. And that's shooting high, because that we just cleared D and C tier. F, I think, is whatever the IRL section is. And then there's 2 more, and then there's us. No offense if you like the IRL section. But then again, it's probably past your bedtime, if that's the case. I'm glad, first of all, the webcam has all 15 of my frames. But I like the low fidelity, because it is just me talking. You get to see our calendar, which is not even remotely correct anymore. I actually have a new calendar board down there. I stole from the attack. I asked Uni if I could have it. But here's what this is going to be. First of all, too long. Second of all, I want to let you guys know what's going on. And it's not like it's, you know, I got to get some sort of radiation therapy. It's more like, first of all, keep me in check, because I am a guy who went from focusing on one thing so very hard to trying to focus on 3 or 4 things so very hard. So I want to let you guys know what's happening with us, with Cyber Garbage, because that's the thing that you guys, it's not even that I want you guys to pay for something. You guys, I want to call, what's a shitty word, another word for shitty investment? You're shitvestors. You're shitty investors. You're shitvestors. Some of you, if you're $100 and up, you're shitvestors Stallones. We got projections I got to give you guys, because I got to let you guys know what we're thinking about and what's going on, because we turn on the cams and we have fun, because that's what we do this for. We don't make I mean, some of us make money to live and stuff. I mean, not me, but we do this for fun. So we turn on the cameras and have fun, but every once in a while I got to tell you what's real, what's actually going on, and that's the point of this. So let's get started, and I'm not just going to nebulously talk about how I'm going to talk about something. Let's get into it, man. I mean, this is a big week. If you're watching this, a lot of shit went down on Patreon, and we'll get to exactly what that is in a second. But we should talk about what's going on. What actually is the deal with Cyber Garbage? The good news is we're still here, which paves the way for at least... I mean, if we can keep it up, at least a year more of just fucking around. Because this is really the biggest bump. If we can get over this and pull out, then we did it. But what's going on? And what's happening? Well, the good news is, again, we made it 2.5, 3 months in. So that's a big success already. Because, as I said before, the goal with this whole thing was to really land on our feet first. And we did that. And people are employed. And some people have other jobs, but we're able to make something. And now it's kind of like, what's next? And I know a lot of people, I asked you guys for questions, and that's what you guys came up with. It was like, what is next? So we're going to get to that. First of all, we met this week, and we sat around, and I told the guys what I told you, which is like, okay, we're good. I mean, no one's ever, it's a business. No one's ever good. But like, we did it. We landed on our feet, and now what do we do? And it's a question that seems simple. It's like, okay, everyone's always wishing, what if I had creative freedom? I wish I could have that so I could do whatever I want. But the second they get it, they're like, what the fuck are we doing? And I think we all kind of looked at each other and we're like, it's crazy we're still on Twitch because we're not going to win that game. We're not going to win the current meta of Twitch. I mean, it used to be grind and play video games, which, again, we like games. We're not going to play 8 hours a day and grind to become a giant waffle or something. And that's not disparaging him. I like him. And now it's like, how do you succeed on Twitch? Well, you just kick shit up, you know? You stir a bunch of bullshit on either side of an argument. You either provoke it or call people thoughts and react to it. And we don't want to be a part of either side of that. And it came back to the same question, or the same situation I was in 3 years ago before the attack, which was like, well, fuck, I don't want to do any of that. Like, I looked at Twitch and I was like, that's great. I mean, I love live TV. I loved live. I never made anything before, but I was like, what do we do with this? And I think it's the same thing. We all agreed it was the same thing we always did, which was like, we came to the conclusion that the whole game is making people upset. That's all it is. It's like, make people upset by dressing a certain way, or make people upset by talking about a certain thing, or make people upset by calling people names or being an asshole. And if that's the game, I want to do it the same way I've always been doing it, which is the thing I really had to think back, which is why I started this. Which is, I still think that we can make a show that Twitch actively rejects work. I mean, over the past 3.5 years, I have been told the show that's in my head, which, you know, the attack was something, but there's many different iterations of that. But the show in my head was a bad idea. That you should just do what works. Right now, people are telling me to fucking IRL stream, which is a fun idea, but that's not what I'm going to base the whole idea off of. Like, go fuck around with people at a restaurant or go to the beach or all that other shit. And I'm like, that's a good idea. But I don't just go out and do things. That's not what we do. We think about stuff. And we make really dumb shit still. It's not like we're making fucking Mona Lisas and shit. But I think we can take another swing. Because I don't view the attack as a failure. I think I got to think about every single person who said it wasn't going to work and be like, somehow it got on TV. I still don't know how, but it in some world and in someone's barometer, it fucking worked. And I think we're ready to take another swing with this. And it's not, I also realized it's not going to be the attack. Okay, it's the same people who made it. It really was. When you look back at the attack and you're like, it was this big production, it was us. I mean, there was people who helped, but like at the core, when you think back 2 years ago or whatever, it was us, man. It was these producers. I mean, it was obviously camera people we can't afford, but I think we can spin up some more crazy bullshit. So I think that's what's going to happen, and there's going to be some changes with the show and the format. You guys are hearing this first, the Patreon people, and it's not going to be anything crazy. It's still going to be us four making bullshit. But we're going to take some swings, and we're going to change some shit up, and we're going to do some weird shit. And that's all very nebulous because, again, you can see how blank that board is. We still got a lot to figure out. But, like, we've really started moving in a direction where I think we're going to do less landing on our feet and more shaking some shit up. And, listen, you guys might not like it, and you guys got to tell me. Honestly. The one thing I pride myself on is that I have one of the thickest skins on the internet. So you guys got to tell me. Be nice about it, but let me know, because we're going to make this together, and we're going to make another monumental something. It could be failure. It could be embarrassment. But maybe it'll be another party like the attack. So that's the overall goal. That's the 1,000-foot view. That's the fucking forest through the trees. And that was big, because before we were just trying to fucking not fail immediately. We have a new show coming, which is, I don't know if we made this very clear. We've been talking about it from very far away, but we had so much fun with the fucking Lonely Streamer website that I think are creating a whole show based around that idea of just going into people's streams and like interacting with them and giving them eyeballs and viewers. Like, we don't have a lot. We're not fucking Ninja or PPDD or whatever, Pewdie dudes. But we have an audience, and I'd love to expose our audience to a bunch of people who are trying their best and don't have any help from Twitch or anything. And also give them some money. Like, we are going to do, like, a giveaway part of it. We're going to turn into, like, a little weird, fun game show. If they want to play along. If not, we'll fucking get out of the stream. But I think that's important. The whole thing, I realize, which I shouldn't be saying as a business owner, but, like, fuck, dude, I have so many other parts of my life I am personally a business. People hire me. I'm trying to make money to pay for my house. I produce during the day. I do development work and, like, pitch TV shows, and that's fucking a job. This is, like, keep the lights on, and this is my creative output. So, like, we might lose money on that show, but I think it's a good fucking idea, and I care about Twitch is the other thing that I landed on, which I never thought I'd fucking say in 1,000 years after everything that's happened. But, like, I thought I just cared about the people, but I care about the service. I mean, not the company, but I care about the service, and, like, I want to do anything I can to help. So I think that show is important. So that's on the docket, and I'll probably let you guys know next week about that, because I'm going to be doing this every week. Alex talking into a camera, motherfucker, that is, whoo! That's all I've ever wanted. Look at this look at this. Belore Fruit Farms Elderflower and Rose Lemonade. People make fun of me for being a soy boy. I am. Not even on camera. I do this shit when I'm off. You don't even see. Behind this computer is a bunch of potted plants. I am homely as fuck. So that's coming. We have a really weird idea about playing. This is probably, I should talk about this more next week, because we don't have time to do it this week. But I want to play Fortnite with a fork, with forks and knives. It's going to be some engineering going into that, but there's going to be, like, giant baked potatoes and shit that I'm jamming forks and knives into. I don't even care if that's stupid. I'm doing it. And then, yeah, new show stuff probably once Nick is done with IGN stuff. We should talk about the new Patreon changes. So if you're watching this, happy Monday. I edited this a little bit. I'm not going to do much at all. It may just go up like this. Fuck it. But if you're watching this, there is a brand new slate of shit. This is Mondays. Tuesdays are open because we got to do some shit those days, like meet and talk about stuff. But there'll be some stuff there. Because, and I do want to make it clear again why I'm doing this, is because, like, you guys are investing in this. And I want to make sure you guys know what's going on, because, like, the whole goal right now is to give you more, which we've said before. And it's now hitting me how serious we should be about giving you your money's worth. So, more. I want to give you my whole relationship with Patreon. I started with, like, Patreon is the most important thing in the world when we first started the attack. And then it got to a point where it wasn't going to move the needle, which is what I was looking at. And I was like, well, fuck. Why? Well, we did, because we still needed the money. But the problem was we were so over our head that we were like, fuck. Unless, like, a zillion people sign up, we're fucked. When it was about to end, it was back to, like, the most important thing in the world again. But we still needed to clear so much. And then now, it's back to being the most... It's our main source of income. We don't sell ads or anything right now. So it's the reason we get to come in and do this every day and hang out with you guys. And... it's not astronomical. So this is when it's made the most sense. We had to pay for 3 dudes. I mean, I don't get any money from it. So, from any of this. I lost my living room. Hey, I'm complaining. But I'm not complaining. It's fine. I used my couch maybe 10 times. And one was to just show it off because I was excited that I bought it. So I invited everyone to come sit on it. The Couching 2018. It's sustainable right now with all the income we have. It's going the other direction as very old people are learning what's going on with the Patreon, and they're like, oh, it's not Kevin. Fuck this. Which we have to fight against, which I understand is totally fair. I'm not mad at that. I'm not Kevin, unfortunately. But I can reach high stuff on shelves, so life's not all bad. I love him. But it's working. Like, the model is working. And we can all take a deep breath and say what's next instead of trying to fucking bail water with a tiny cup out of our ship. So that's nice. And looking at it, like, to be completely transparent of where we need to be, I know I was talking about the schedule and I went off fucking kilter. Whatever. It's like the real president. Yay! But, like, the real mark we're trying to hit is 6,000. And we're not far off from that. And I know it's going to keep going down as people figure that out, but we just got to fight against it. And like, honestly, if you do quick maths, if we get people, the more people we get at that $10 tier, which is where most of the content's going to be, that, like, you know, that's the membership, man. Then we'll be fine. If we get like 100 people, or not 100, yeah, if we get 100 people sign up at $10, we're fine. Which is not crazy. It's not really crazy at all. It's doable. It's very doable. So that's what we're trying to do. I mean, even if people go for a fucking 20, people up to a $20 tier, we need 50, and that's also very doable. But it doesn't go nowhere, is the other thing I want to make clear. It goes into us so we can work. I mean, two people work full time on this, which is crazy. Like, that's people's jobs. I never ceases to amaze me. But I want to let people know that that's going to stuff. Like, it always is, but I want this to be more outward facing, you know, and less spreadsheets and merch and shit. I mean, we got to do that, but more outward facing stuff, more shows, better production, and more Patreon stuff. So you guys, you know, understand that we care about you and you're getting more. So it's a very achievable goal. So we wanted to give you more and more shit that we want to do. It gives us the ability to do whatever the fuck we want, and really give back more to you, the fucking shit vesters in this fucking garbage pile. That's what we're trying to do. It's very achievable. It's very real. And if you're watching this, you did it. So thank you. I appreciate it. I might make this free. Just this one. Not any of the other stuff this week. But this one, because I want people to know what's going on. So, more good stuff. And then, like, more of what we want to do. It's really like, there is a little bit of a filter on what we want to do publicly. Because we want to get the stuff we do right correct. So people like it, even people who don't like our show. But for you guys, I know you guys like a lot of dumb shit we do. So that is the goal, is to just do whatever we want on here. Monday is this, State of the Garbage. I'm honestly already excited for this every week because I am a fucking narcissist. Tuesday might be some rando bonus, but it might be just, hey, take a nap. Go spend time with the family. Go outside for 3 to 5 minutes max. Wednesday is that's really like the whatever content. I actually have a list of what we pitched here, but like stuff like a board game show, because you guys like Let's Do It on the Table, gaming talk shows and stuff from Nick and Joey as they actually talk about gaming stuff, which we don't do a lot of on the show, which we should fix, and behind the scenes stuff, other stuff like that, whatever we want to do really on Wednesday. So kick back, crack a Wednesday brew, and fucking hump day all night long with whatever's happening that day. And then Thursday is Coral's Corner, which I'm not gonna lie, I was like, Coral, people just want to watch you and all your infinite wisdom talk about shit. So she's like, I'll do that. I would like to do that. It just basically educate the uneducated Twitch masses. So that's what she's doing. Lord, I'm so excited for that. I will be watching the first episode. And then Friday, we are going to do the after hours, but that's the only night it makes sense. We were like, okay, we're offering this thing that most people go to fucking bed for, Alex. So why are we still doing it at that time? It's like, I'm sure people would like to watch it, but like, let's first of all, I mean, honestly, let's think about it. We were like turning off the camera and continuing conversation. Let's make it fun. So we turned into a thing called Friday Night Flights, which is the idea we had before, but I'm paying for Ubers, people to come to my house. We're going to hang out. Maybe, you might get me to drink more often, which is not a good idea, but maybe I'll partake in other things. But we're all going to hang out, do whatever substances we enjoy, and like play a game or just do something. So that's the plan for that, and I'll hang out with you guys, and I'll probably get drunk together. So that is the plan for Friday. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have all week to plan for it, get some actual drinks, get people rides home so they can get as stupid as they will. So that's Friday, and I'm really think everyone's gonna have a lot of fun with this, and they're all gonna put their all into it, because that was the air in the room when we all talked about it. So I'm excited, and I think it's gonna be a whole nother little section for people who decide to invest in this. Is like, you get the Twitch show for free, but this is like, it's a full week of programming, which we're calling GTV for Garbage TV. Go figure. So that's $10. So hopefully that'll get people excited. If everyone gave us $10, if everyone who watched the Twitch show gave us $10, we would not only be able to pay everyone, I'd be able to get a camera guy, and we could move out of my house to like a closet in someone else's space. But that would be huge for us. So that's the goal. It's like we're really making that $10 a sweet spot. $5. We're adding stuff to all the tiers. So we're trying to add value to everything with $10 that real sweet spot. And it'd be awesome if you joined. Or if you're here, you're watching it. I haven't decided what's happening with this yet. Do I have anything else I need to talk about? I don't think so. How am I? You may be asking. Nobody's asking that. I'm fine. I'm very tired. I'm not a guy who likes to half-ass shit. And this is the first time when I did the attack, that was it. You know, like I had the attack and I woke up and I thought about it and I did the show. And at 9 a.m. we talked about the show and I was writing and gluing stuff together and rigging things and talking to camera people, and then I would shoot the show, and then I would sit like this in a chair for 20 minutes, and then I'd drive home and write the next day's show, and I'd go to bed thinking about the show, and I'd dream about the show, and I'd wake up and do it. Now I'm doing that with everything. And my brain is like, and it's so much fun because, you know, you look at somebody like, listen, Seacrest wouldn't do it if it wasn't fun. It's fun to have a lot of plate spinning, but it's fucking hard. So that's where I'm at, because I do like, for this to work, I can't take any money because I need to pay for all this shit. Like I can't, it wouldn't make sense if I took money out of all the cyber garbage stuff. So I got to make money elsewhere, which is why you may see me on insert brand name here at E3 or whatever. As much as I like working with those guys, but it also means I got a day job from 9 to 5. I produce, like I write things and sell them to people, and that's what I do. So it's crazy. It's absolutely insane. Plus, like, this is the first time I've had a girlfriend since I was 17, so that's very hard. It should be easy. It's like a nice thing, but it's also like I want to pay attention to that, but I also don't have a lot of time to do it. So it's like I'm trying to figure all that shit out. But nobody came for this. You came for questions, and I got the fucking answers to it. And we're going to do it right now. Okay? Hell yeah. I want to talk more about Twitch, but I'll do that next week. This is about you guys, because I've come to some pretty good conclusions here. Let's see what the questions are here. Just loading them up, guys. I can cut this out. I'm editing this. How great is that? Okay, I think I got them all here. Let's start with my boy, Cody Roku, because he asked the first question. He said, what are you going to do when Nick realizes he can make more of that sweet IGN money and never comes back? That's all. Listen, I don't think that's ever going to happen, because just a little insight on how this happens. We're all founders of the company. We all own the company. And I don't know why. I mean, that means everyone has a stake in this succeeding, and it also means anyone can do whatever they want. Again, Nick, if you're watching this, you're not watching this, but you're allowed to do whatever you want. He's allowed to do whatever he wants. Whatever makes him happy, honestly. I love working with Nick. I'm not. It sounds like we've already had a conversation. He says he wants to do it. He does not have a plan to do that in terms of my my conversations with him. But you know, he's going to go to work, and the same thing I do. It's like for you to ask that of Nick, you'd also have to you know, I do the same thing. So I don't think it's impossible for him to have a day job and then come in and do this shit and also work weekends, which he does on a lot of shit. So Nick's involvement is still very high, even though he does during con crunch. You can't do anything about it. Like he's staying there till 9-10 p.m. in the office. But normal hours when it's not con season, it's like he gets out at 5 and he comes here. So that's if that's what he wants to do, more power to him, dude. Let's see. Boy, he said, got any music recommendations? Fuck no, you're asking the wrong guy, but I'll give you some anyway. What have I been listening to right now? Oh, Knower? Knower, hit or miss in a lot of the songs, but it has this guy named Lewis Cole, and he's that guy who did like the I don't want to check my bank account, I'm too scared to check my bank account. Yeah, Knower, Knower. That's not gonna work. Perfect. They got some like good like He's good at drum and bass, kind of like beats while this like dubstep sounds happen and shit like that. What else? Oh, you know I love the cyberpunk. I've just gotten into Dan Terminus's stuff. I knew one of his songs. He did like that. You'd know it if you heard it. If you're into the cyberpunk, it's called Cherenkov Blue Ober Driver or whatever. He has a lot of other great songs. If you like if you're looking to drive fast or work out, listen to Dan Terminus or Take Over the World. It's like evil villain music. Check out Dan Terminus. And then what else? Just some weird shit. Just listen to Huey Lewis in the News, dude. It really is. It's the power of love. Those are my music recommendations. I gotta have a cool one. I always feel uncool when people ask me about music because I listen. What did you listen to? I shit you not. Look at this. It's fucking. This is my recent artists. Blink-182, Lonely Island, Mac Miller because I want to listen to one song. Tenacious D, Tenacious D, Tenacious D, and then The Spinners because I wanted to listen to that. I've been working my way back to you, baby. And then also this is on there. If you ever want to get a party started out of nowhere, I think that's like, it's like a TNT fuse. Like it's like that sparking, like it's hot enough to ignite any, even if it's like a fucking old folks home. If you start playing that song, people are just gonna fucking start throwing hips out into each other, in their vaginas and butts. What are the long run plans for the company of Cyber Garbage? Also asked Aunt Boy. I don't know. Listen, if you were to ask me what the deal with the attack was 3 years ago when we were in a fucking closet, I'd be like, I would love to make enough money to get an apartment. And then I made enough money to get a 1-bedroom house, baby. Hell yeah. Van Nuys. Not a good neighborhood. Look it up. But I am hilariously unwealthy. So it's like, what would I like to do? I don't know. Have like a weird, like obscure late night show. Like, I don't know. Like take a swing at doing really anything. Like I do. It really is. I right now the goal is to change Twitch. Like that's what I always want to do is like change it so it accepts the kind of shit that we're doing. Stuff that's been more thought out, stuff that's derivative, stuff that takes chances other than like people just doing the same stuff every night. Not that there aren't people trying to break that, but it really is. Last time I made a show that people were like, this isn't going to work on Twitch, and then it didn't, but it did become a TV show. So ultimately I was always making a TV show that ended up on TV. Which, hey, that's a thing, but I think I can make a TV show that for the internet that will actually work on the internet. I think I understand a little bit more about it now. And that's the goal, man. I like making... Remember when I said about the neighborhood? Happens like 3 times a night. It's like, oh, I live by the airport. That's just a fucking helicopter flying like 200 feet above me every night. But it's nice. It's like it's the poor man's ocean. It just laps in and out. But yeah, I mean, obviously, like, grow it team, get out of my house, our short terms. Long terms, like, you know, be able to make whatever we want. That's always what it is. It really is. Like, if I wanted to make money, I wouldn't be doing this. If I wanted people to look at my face, I wouldn't be doing this. I learned that, well, in entertainment, everyone's fucking, their brains are scattered into so many different directions. But the main things people are focusing on is, I want more people to see my, not even me. I understand a lot of people just want to be seen, but like I want more people to see my thing. And then the other people are like, I want more people to, I want more money, or I want more respect in the industry or by people. And that's it. I learned that all that's great, but in every single respect, you have to ask other people if you can. And what I learned at the Attack, the number one thing, we would have celebrities. We would have celebrities come in. Like even at the very old days, the Kevin Smiths and really famous people. And they'd be like, wait, so you just come up with the show and then it happens? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, and this studio is to make that thing? And there's people that come in and go like, what's next? What are we doing? That never happens. Think of anyone. Think of a rich guy. Think of a rich, famous guy. Okay? Terry Crews. He can be in any movie. He can be a character in most movies if he wanted. But could he make something from scratch that he wanted? Probably not. You'd have to pay someone or ask someone to make it with him or for him. But the ability to just do whatever you want, what is the rarest commodity. And I learned that so fucking just from people who were way more successful than me. Even on Twitch coming in and being like, what the fuck? These people had well, I'm not going to name it. These people had supercars and they were like, and you can just do whatever you want. And it's crazy. So that's the goal. That's always been the goal. And that was Kevin who taught me that, man. You got to put the money thing aside. And then if people see your thing, that is the cherry on top. But the fact that you can think of something and then it exists is something even the biggest celebrities do not get to do. And that's the goal, man. That is the goal. And I want to pass that on to you guys. Like, I want us to all come up with a fucking inside joke and then make it. Make a sketch or a bit or a full show based around that thing. And just have the ability for someone on the other side of the country to be like, oh, make this funny joke. And then I go like, that's a funny thing. Hone in on that. And then we make it. And that is the main goal. So I guess I didn't have an answer and I just fucking found it out. Wow. That is revolutionary breakthrough stuff. Everyone, let's go for fucking TGI Fridays. Just too many from Tencho. But we're going to go through them. Why do you hate or dislike Kelsey Grammer? I already don't want to read the rest of them. Eat a dick. Oh, God. So these are all hard. I'll go through these ones first. Join any frats? No. I fucking made fun of them at every turn. If you could be in a different industry, I should save some of these. These are good. Do me and Kevin still talk? Kevin is still one of my best friends. Despite whatever happened with us professionally, I love him to death. He honestly saved me from a life I would have hated. He selflessly gave me everything at every step, even today. All I have to do is ask him for anything, and I know he would step in front of a bus for me. And he is the most caring, selfless man in the world. And that's why it breaks my heart that the internet loves taking a shit on him right now, because he does not have a greedy or malicious bone in his body. Because the same thing goes for him, man. If he wanted to make money or be popular, he would go do fucking anything else. And I love him. I really do. I really do. And like, he's probably one of the first people that I understand. I really do love him like a member of my family. So, yes, I do. We still talk every day. I really do care about him. Oh God, these are all really good questions. How did I stumble into the attack? That's a long story. I don't need to get into that now, but I will get into it. I'll save these. What was your reaction when it all fell apart? I guess when the attack fell apart. I'm still dealing with it every day, brother. That's a tough one too. I should get back to that because I got to finish this up because Brooklyn's gonna be home soon. But let me text her back right now. Actually, I'm not gonna cut this shit out. This is real. Oh, I'm still dealing with it. It's not like I'm not depressed or anything. It's not like it really weighs heavy on me, but I'm trying to understand. Because you gotta understand, I lost nothing. I lost the fun of doing the show. I lost the fun of doing the show. I had fun going in there and doing the show. And I lost some of the team. I was gonna say I didn't lose any of the team, but I do. Like, I saw Myron and Randy today, who were some of the camera guys. I saw Jason last week, and I fight every day to work with them again, and be able to pay for them. But other than that shit, it's like I didn't lose anything. I still got the ability to do whatever I want. And it's frustrating. Your other question is, what's it like to rebuild from the ground up? It is frustrating because I'm an idiot. And there are days where I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Like, I did all this shit. And it's not like, what am I doing? I'm not having fun, but it's like, I did this. Like, this is really hard, and I did this already. And I gotta do it again. But and then I look at it, I'm like, that's a fucking blessing in disguise, dude. You get another chance. I know these things now. I got the answers. I got the moves. And I got experience and lessons from really smart guys and my own fuck ups. There are so many parts of the attack I fucked up. And I'd like to believe I'm a better person for it. Or at least a more effective person at my job. Better's relative. But yeah, it's frustrating. But at the same time, it's like first of all, seeing and talking to you guys is it sounds corny, so I don't like to talk about it, but that's that really gets me through a lot of these things. But even when that is like, well, fuck, it just doesn't get through to my brain. I'm like, I know how to do this. Like, I'm complaining because I got to do it again, but like, I get another chance. So many times I look back at decisions I made at the attack, or even the way I dealt with people. I'm not perfect, okay? I've you know, especially early on in the attack, I was like very particular and shit like that. And now I know how to work with people better. I know how to make things better. I know how to build things with a community better, and instead of getting in my own fucking head and being like, the skeleton's got to look like this. So yeah, that's that. How dare you fucking ask me about Kelsey Grammer, you asshole. Tea or coffee? Tea. Yerba mate, baby. Dogs or cats, they both make me itchy. These are good. These are good questions. I kind of blew through them. Well, ask them again. I'll talk about them again. But yeah, all those things, you would think they'd be like really touchy subjects, but I am more hopeful than ever. So thank you. James Lettuce, here's my question. What was your favorite moment since you started Cyber Garbage? What about your least favorite? It's interesting. My most favorite has got to be when we were just throwing eggs at each other. That's still one of my favorite episodes. That was pretty great. And you know what? It was really exciting. It was really exciting when our first show and we saw everyone who was so excited, and everyone was subscribing and donating, and that was a huge day. But the shirts really got it for me, because we sold more Cyber Garbage shirts than we sold attack shirts in every instance. Every single one. And I was like, that really warmed my heart. And I was like, oh, we're doing something right. People are so proud of what we're doing that they want to wear it on their chest. So that's great. And then we sold tank tops, and apparently I've been told the feedback that a lot of people think they can pull off tank tops. Which, hey, I learned from my hubris. I like tank tops because I am from New Jersey, which is near Long Island, which is the birthplace of the tank top. James Lettuce, here's my question. What has been your favorite moments? Oh, it's getting to that point of the night where my brain doesn't work anymore. Least favorite. That's interesting. I listen, man, this whole transition, the most frustrating thing is always technology to me, because there's nothing you can do. And you plan stuff and you try. I try so hard, I can feel your dick. I tried so hard and lost it all. anytime there's a technical difficulty. Like the one day where the fucking soundboard did not work when Nick was not here, and we didn't know it was not the soundboard, the sound mixer, and we couldn't get any mics to work, and it sounded like shit. We couldn't monitor it like that. That shit still pisses me off from the attack days. Like having these fucking dumb microphones not work, is I get irrationally mad. And when I was a younger man, I would be just mad at anyone who would talk to me. I'd be like, why is this not working? But now it's like a very zen mad, where I'm mad at the universe. I'm not even mad at the gear, because I expect nothing of the gear. It's all bullshit. But I'm just fucking shaking a fist to nothing, to like the randomness of the universe, because fuck this stuff, man. God damn it. If you ever wonder, like, we've gotten to the point where consumer technology looks fucking great, sounds great. I mean, not this bullshit, but if you get like a Shure SM7B or whatever, like what we used at the attack, but like, it looks and sounds so good. And the the reason a film camera, like an actual, like, you know, fucking they're filming Thor on it, and like a very, very good consumer camera, is that the fucking the professional camera works all the time. It works all the time. They make a computer that just does the job of switching. It's called a TriCaster. It's $30,000. It does exactly this. Why is it $30,000? Because it just works all the time. It never not works. That's what you pay for. And we don't have that money. So our shit breaks all the time. And I want to just grab both my nuts and wrap them around my head like I'm fucking little Bo Peep, and then stick my dick in my anus and hopefully shoot lead bullets out of my dick into my brain from my ass, because it makes me so angry. So every time, especially that one day, I forget what it was, but it makes me so mad. Holy shit. But yeah, free love. How was the state of the garbage, motherfucker? I like how I just took a swig of this like it was the end of a whiskey bottle. It's rose lemonade. Let me know how you felt about this. It was a little long. Sorry I took up 45 minutes of your time. You probably could have stopped listening after the first 20 minutes, but you made it, so congratulations. I appreciate you. I appreciate everything. And the bottom line is, if you're watching this, thank you. Even if I make it free and you didn't pay any money and you're just watching it, thank you. Because, again, you are... I mean, as an investment, I guess, if you believe in our ability to make your dreams come true on the screen, I guess it's an okay investment. But, like, even just giving us the opportunity to make some bullshit that you can pop open at the end of the day and watch, and gives us the ability to do whatever we want without having to ask for it, is, like, it's insane. And I'm learning the power of it, and I appreciate it. And I want to make sure that you guys get what you want. And if at any point you have any notes or feedback, or you want to tell me which direction I should go fuck myself in, let me know. Again, I have thick skin. You don't have to be mean for no reason, but I'll take anything you got. I want to know. So yeah, I'll see you next week. We'll see you on Wednesday. We'll see you on Wednesday after the show. We'll see you on Friday. We are doing deep tease. We're doing a Friday Night Flights is going to be Mario Actual Party. We're going to be playing Mario Party 2. All four of us, ruining friendships, stealing stars, and drinking heavily. So that is the show on Friday night. There's more shit happening this Wednesday after the show. I don't know which show they chose for the Wednesday night variety content. And then Thursday, Coral's Corner, I'll be fucking tuning in. I'll be behind her as dressed as a fucking cheerleader, pumping my pom-poms, baby, because I'm excited about that show. So that's happening. Show's happening, and then probably big changes week after that in terms of upgrading stuff. So I just talked for a long time. I gotta blow my nose. I don't know what that is. Weird. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being a patron. And if not, I'll get you, motherfucker. I will. Now I have to clumsily turn this off. There's no good way to do this. I should walk out again and then cut it. I'm going to do that. So it's cool. That has been the state of the garbage, ladies and gentlemen. See that host voice? That's why they pay me the small bucks. Have a wonderful evening. Happy Monday, everyone. Oh, I hate the Monday. I love a lasagna.